In the last video, I have already taught you about the meaning of working capital and the sense in which the working capital is utilized, like gross working capital and the net working capital. Now, here I have to teach about the types of working capital. Types of working capital. Here, if we classify working capital, you can see the working capital is broadly classified in two parts. First one is called working capital. Is classified in two parts. First one is called permanent working capital. And second one is called temporary working capital. Temporary working capital. Here, if we are talking about the permanent working capital, you are understanding when a business is established in the beginning or initial time of the business, business is not having any goodwill or any credit in the market. Suppliers are also unknown to the business, and in the beginning when the business has to establish and start its work, cash is needed. So, at that time there is no outside support. The business is required to arrange capital for its beginning operations or just to start the business. So, at that time whatever the money is brought by the owners, that is utilized in the business forever. And when the amount of money which is brought in the business and utilized forever, which is locked in the current assets just to maintain like inventory, okay, and purchase of certain resources which are necessary for operational activities. So, in that the cash is utilized or locked, and since that amount of capital is not available from anywhere, so owners are supposed to bring that capital, and that is why this capital is acquired, that permanent working capital, out of long term capital resources, like part from the fixed capital is taken and it is utilized in the business forever in working capital. So, that is called here permanent working capital. Permanent working capital is divided here in two parts. It has two parts. First one is called initial working capital. Working capital, and second one is called regular working capital. capital. So initial working capital and regular working capital. Here you have to understand what is initial working capital. Initial working capital is the part of permanent working capital and which is required at the time of commencement of the business. Means when the business is to be started and in the beginning or starting of the business, the part of working capital which is required, that is called initial working capital. I think you are understanding initial working capital means part of द परमानेंट वर्किंग कैपिटल. परमानेंट वर्किंग कैपिटल आप जानते हैं कि जो एक अस्थाई वर्किंग कैपिटल होता है बिजनेस में, जो कि हमेशा के लिए बिजनेस में लगा रहता है. तो उसके दो हिस्से हैं, एक वो वर्किंग कैपिटल जिसको इनिशियल वर्किंग कैपिटल कहते हैं और इसको और दूसरा होता है रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल. तो इनिशियल वर्किंग कैपिटल उस कैपिटल को बोलते हैं जैसे कि जिस परमानेंट कैपिटल का वो हिस्सा जिससे बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया जाता है, बिजनेस की ऑपरेशनल एक्टिविटी स्टार्ट होती है, उस कैपिटल को हम बोलते हैं इनिशियल वर्किंग कैपिटल. मीन्स एट इनिशियल स्टेज, बिगिनिंग स्टेज, whatever the part of the permanent working capital which is brought and invested in the operational activities, that is called here initial working capital. Like all the expenses have to be meet in cash because the business has no credit, and the capital to meet the initial requirements of expenditure is generally known as initial working capital. This part of capital is provided by the owners. What is initial working capital? Initial working capital is the part of permanent working capital which is required to start operational activities, and since all the operational activities in the beginning it is met by the business concerns, for that the cash is needed, and that cash is brought by the owners of the business. So it is called here, it is part of the permanent working capital, and it is arranged out of this fixed capital. The second one is regular working capital. So regular working capital is the part of permanent working capital which requires for the continuous business operations. Means रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल मीन्स वो वर्किंग कैपिटल जो कंटिन्यूस बेसिस पे स्मूथ रनिंग के लिए, बिजनेस के एकदम सफल और सही तरीके से चलाने के लिए जो वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायर्ड होता है उसको हम रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल कहते हैं. मीन्स ये कैपिटल एक कैपिटल का वो पार्ट है जो हमेशा इतना पैसा जो है बिजनेस के करेंट एसेट्स में लगे रहते हैं. सो ऐसे कैपिटल को हम क्या बोलते हैं? These are called regular working capital. So here it represents to the excess of current assets over the current liabilities. Means business जितना भी assets लेता है और जो current assets है उसको acquire करता है, और उसमें से जो liabilities हैं, current liabilities जो बाहरी लोगों से क्रेडिट पे लिया गया वो पैसे देना है, उसको हम माइनस कर देते हैं, तो उसके बाद जो कुछ बचता है उसको हम रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल बोलते हैं. सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हियर रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल इज द पार्ट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल विच इज रिक्वायर्ड रेगुलरली टू बी यूज्ड इन द करेंट एसेट्स ऑफ द बिजनेस, एंड इट इज यूटिलाइज्ड इन फॉर्म ऑफ कैश इन द बिजनेस, just to acquire the assets. So just to calculate this regular working capital, when current assets are total current assets, out of that the current liabilities are reduced, the difference is known as a regular working capital. Regular working capital is net working capital. So I think you are understanding permanent working capital. Once again I am repeating, permanent working capital is that working capital which is required for continuously utilization in the business in its operational activities. So permanent working capital is divided in two parts. First part is called initial working capital. Initial working capital is that part of capital which is initially in the beginning just to start the business, amount of working capital is needed, and with that the business starts. That is called here initial working capital. So, initial working capital is also brought by the owners of the business. Then second one is the business has started, now business is to run. So, regularly investment is needed in the operational activities. So, for that purpose, whatever the cash is utilized in the business on permanent basis, means forever that much cash will be used in the current assets of the business. So, that is called regular working capital, regular working. Now, you have to see the second part of the working capital, that is called here temporary working capital. So, temporary working capital is divided in two parts. First one is seasonal working capital, seasonal working capital, and second one is called, that is the special working capital, special working capital. Working capital. So, here temporary working capital means one working capital which is continuously utilized in the business, that is called permanent working capital. But another part of working capital is there which is required for the time being in the business, means for short period of time. In addition to permanent working capital, certain amount of working capital is needed. So, that working capital is called temporary working capital. Temporary working capital यानी कि अस्थायी वर्किंग कैपिटल, मीन्स ये हमेशा नहीं ज़रूरत पड़ता है, ये समय समय पे ज़रूरत पड़ता है. जैसे मान लीजिए इसमें दो इसके पार्ट है, पहला कहा जाता है सीजनल वर्किंग कैपिटल और दूसरा है स्पेशल वर्किंग कैपिटल. तो ये टेम्पररी वर्किंग कैपिटल that is varying or changing in its nature. The amount of temporary working capital depends on extent of extra demand in a particular season, or just to meet the emergencies, or you can say urgent circumstances. Generally, it is raised from the short term sources of finance. Temporary working capital is of two types. I think you are understanding what is temporary working capital. Temporary working capital is the part of working capital which is required for time being, means for short period of time. So, this type of capital is arranged from short term source of finances, and the need of this capital is just to meet the seasonal fluctuations, means all of sudden in a particular season the raw material is available to purchase raw material, or just to meet the seasonal demands this capital is needed, or any emergencies there are circumstances are created. So, just to meet that the capital is required. So, that capital is called temporary working capital. Temporary working capital is divided in two parts. First one is called seasonal working capital. Seasonal working capital, you are understanding certain business organizations are there which are engaged in production, and their produce are needed throughout the year. But these type of business organizations are running in a particular season. So, in that season the raw material is available. So, it is obvious if the organization has to produce the goods for use and application throughout the year, but the raw material is available in a particular season, definitely that business is required special amount of, or you can say the additional amount of working capital, additional amount of working capital to purchase the raw material in that season. So, whatever the additional amount of capital is brought to purchase the raw material which is available in a season. So, this is called here seasonal working capital. Example is there of this seasonal working capital, sugar mills. Sugar mills are producing sugar, and that sugar is produced only in a particular season, and because whatever the raw material is used in the sugar mill, that is called sugar cane, and sugar cane, it is produced in the fields, agricultural fields by the farmers, which is available in a particular season. So every sugar mill like to purchase maximum quantity of the sugar cane, so that it can run and produce at large scale in a particular season. So for that purpose, the capital which is arranged, that is called here seasonal working capital. Here another example also you can take. For example, trading companies. Trading company, when they know that the particular season is to be started and the demand of the goods will increase in that season and the goods will not be easily available, then they are investing their money, working capital in advance, like woolen clothes are needed in the winter seasons, umbrellas are needed in the rainy seasons. So when it is needed at that time, if the businessman want to purchase, it is not easily available or it is not available at cheaper price. So what they are doing, they used to arrange additional amount of capital and they invest in the business, and again they are purchasing and they sell in the season. So this way they are in position to generate profit. Second one is, that is special working capital. The seasonal working capital, I think you have understood that the farmers which are producing their products in the fields, they produce in a particular season, like wheat is produced in different season, paddy is produced in different season, okay, sugar cane. So like this the products are there, cotton is there. This way all these have different seasons, and when the season comes, that time these things are produced. So those who are required for its use throughout the year or just to sell or add value, they are purchasing in that particular season, and for that they are arranging capital, that is called here seasonal working capital. So now you have to understand here special working capital. So special working capital is the extra amount of working capital which is acquired to meet the future contingencies, and that future contingencies are not certain. It may arise any time in future in a business, and when this arises, just to meet that situation, the additional amount of working capital is required. So that part of working capital is called here special working capital. The special working capital is also required just to set up the reserve working capital to act as the cushion at the time of emergencies. Special working capital, no one knows that when the emergency will come, when the risk will arise, and at that time the business has to meet that. So for that purpose, a business arrange a reserve amount of working capital which is working as cushion to the business, to the business, and it works in emergency, at the time of emergency. So a business firm must set aside additional amount of fund to cope with the unforeseen contingencies, and just to meet that, the amount of capital which is arranged, that is known as special working capital. Special working capital is required to meet certain requirements, like first one is, that is sudden increase in demand, sudden spurt in demand if the demand all of sudden increases, then the business is required to produce it, increase the man working hours, and for that the money is needed, additional amount quantity of raw material is needed. So, for to meet all these expenses, some special amount of working capital is needed, and that is called here special working capital. So, first requirement of special working capital is just to meet the sudden spot in demand or sudden increase in demand. Second one is given here. Generally, this type of working capital is required at the time of depression, means in the depression period, when the business is producing but the goods are not demanded, business cannot stop its production, because if the production will stop, the many expenses will increase and it will impose threat to the business. So, business continue producing the goods, and at that time if there is no sale, it means there is no conversion of finished goods in form of cash. So, additional amount of cash is arranged by the business, and that is called special working capital. So, second need of special working capital is just to meet in the emergencies, okay, or when there is any sort of depression in the market, just to meet the situation, the special amount of working capital is required. Third one is during the period of strikes, lockout and natural calamities. Strikes and lockout, you are understanding, sometimes management becomes stagnant just to see the move of workers, and sometimes workers itself, if their demands are not satisfied, then they are going on strike. So, during that period, some expenses are there which are regularly needed to be incurred. For that, the additional amount of working capital is required, that is called here special working capital. Here, these are the circumstances or situations to meet that the special working capital is required. Now, we have to see the importance of working capital. I hope आप टाइप्स ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल समझ चुके होंगे. क्या है टाइप्स ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल? दो तरह के हैं, एक परमानेंट है, दूसरा टेम्पररी है. मीन्स एक अस्थाई कार्यशील पूंजी है, वर्किंग कैपिटल है, दूसरा जो है अस्थाई कार्यशील पूंजी या वर्किंग कैपिटल है. सो अस्थाई वर्किंग कैपिटल दो हिस्से में. इनिशियल वर्किंग कैपिटल मीन्स शुरू में एक कैपिटल चाहिए जिससे कि बिजनेस को स्टार्ट करना है, वो होता है. दूसरा पार्ट होता है रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल, मीन्स वो वर्किंग कैपिटल जो हमेशा के लिए उतना कैश जो है बिजनेस में लगा रहेगा. तो ये हमेशा बिजनेस में लगा रहा है, इसलिए इसको हम रेगुलर वर्किंग कैपिटल बोलते हैं. दूसरा पार्ट अस्थाई कार्यशील पूंजी और वर्किंग कैपिटल, इसमें दो होता है. एक सीजनल होता है. सीजनल वर्किंग कैपिटल मीन्स जस्ट टू यूटिलाइज द अपॉर्चुनिटीज अवेलेबल इन ए पर्टिकुलर से, लाइक जो भी आपके रॉ मटेरियल्स हैं और प्रोडक्शन है, ये सीजनली अवेलेबल होते हैं, और इसलिए उनको परचेज करने के लिए जो भी वर्किंग कैपिटल उस सीजन में लगाया जाता है उसको हम सीजनल वर्किंग कैपिटल बोलते हैं. और दूसरा स्पेशल वर्किंग कैपिटल, जैसे आपको हमने बताई दिया. अब आपको समझना है यहाँ कि इस वर्किंग कैपिटल का महत्व क्या है, इम्पॉर्टेंस क्या है. आपको देखना है इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल. इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल. ये वर्किंग कैपिटल बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है। सो जब किसी बिजनेस में अगर पर्याप्त मात्रा में वर्किंग कैपिटल उपलब्ध होता है तो उसके बहुत सारे फायदे हैं, बहुत सारे लाभ हैं, जिसमें कि आपका फर्स्ट वन दिया हुआ है टाइमली पेमेंट ऑफ ड्यूज। पेमेंट ऑफ ड्यूज। सेकेंड, स्मूथ वर्किंग। स्मूथ वर्किंग, हाई क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस, हाई क्रेडिट worthiness, high credit worthiness, then cash discount, cash discount, the availability of business opportunities, availing business opportunities, availing the good relation with the employees, good relation with the employees, and timely payment of dividend. Dividend. Here these are the benefits of वर्किंग कैपिटल। अगर किसी बिजनेस में वर्किंग कैपिटल पर्याप्त मात्रा में अवेलेबल है, पर्याप्त मात्रा में इसका मतलब कभी नहीं है कि आवश्यकता से अधिक, पर्याप्त मात्रा में उतना जितना कि बिजनेस की रिक्वायरमेंट अच्छे से पूरी हो सके, तो इसको हम बोलते हैं पर्याप्त मात्रा में, और यू कैन से सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल। इफ बिजनेस इज हैविंग सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल, इट हैज़ सेवरल एडवांटेजेस। फर्स्ट, टाइमली पेमेंट ऑफ ड्यूज। आप जानते हैं कि जब आपके पास वर्किंग कैपिटल है, पूंजी है, तो आप समय से क्या कर सकते हैं, भुगतान कर सकते हैं। जिनसे परचेज किया जाता है उनसे कुछ कमिटमेंट्स होता है, और उस कमिटमेंट के हिसाब से अगर बिजनेस पेमेंट नहीं कर पाती है तो बिजनेस की गुडविल डाउन होती है। इसलिए इसमें बताया गया है कि टाइमली पेमेंट ऑफ ड्यूज, व्हेन द सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल इज अवेलेबल इन द बिजनेस, business can clear the dues of its creditors on time, which in turn will improve the goodwill of business, and they will show their interest in the working with the business or to supply the goods and their services on time. So the business will benefit. Second, smooth running of business. Any business organization which is working, if it has to run smoothly, then it requires sufficient amount of working capital to purchase raw material, to payment of wages and the salaries, to meet their expenses, whatever the running expenses are there, these are met on time. So this way all these keeps the flow of production and distribution uninterrupted. Means a smooth operation of business is possible, a smooth working of business is possible if the business has working capital. मीन्स जब बिजनेस के पास वर्किंग कैपिटल होगा तो ये अपने सारे ड्यूज जो है समय पे क्लियर करेगा, सबका विश्वास जीतेगा, सबका भरोसा बढ़ेगा। जब सबका भरोसा बढ़ेगा तो ये मदद करेगा बिजनेस के सकुशल चलने का या कुशलता से एफिशिएंटली ऑपरेशन के लिए जो स्किलफुली ऑपरेशन में ये मदद करेगा। थर्ड वन इज हाई क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस। द availability of sufficient amount of working capital increase the credit worthiness of the business. It means trust and confidence of creditors are increasing in the business. If the business is in need of raising fund or getting resources on time, many people, many suppliers, many creditors are ready to help to that business because इट हैज़ सफिशेंट अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल। सीधी सी भाषा है, जब आपकी फाइनेंशियल पोजीशन अच्छी रहती है उस समय अगर आप किसी से पैसे लेना चाहेंगे तो आपको बड़े आसानी से मिल जाता है, लेकिन आपकी जब फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन अच्छी नहीं रहेगी तो आपका मदद कोई करने के लिए तैयार नहीं रहता। ठीक वही चीज़ यहाँ बताया गया है, हाई क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस मतलब इफ़ द बिजनेस इज हैविंग सफिशेंट अमाउंट ऑफ वर्किंग कैपिटल दैट इम्प्रूव्स द क्रेडिट वर्दीनेस ऑफ द बिजनेस। कैश डिस्काउंट, this is another benefit. If the business is having sufficient amount of working capital and if it clears dues of the suppliers at the time of purchase, means when the business has cash to pay immediately, then that increase the bargaining power of the business and business can deal on better terms and conditions. It will get cash discount